Hello, my loves. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Today we're back and we're going to do this really, very funky. It is super, super funky and I'm kind of here for it. Halloween, kind of like witchy look. We've got orange, we've got purple, we've got green, we've got green lipstick, which I'm totally feeling. Very, very fresh-faced at the moment because I should probably lower my voice because it is very close to midnight. And I just got done with everything that I'm doing, and I sat down and I did this eye. I got a package today. I got a package from Revolution. They had a sale going on, and I ordered a couple of different things. I ordered a couple of eyeshadow palettes. I ordered a Hydra pigment palette, which I am not obsessed with. That'll have to be for a different video, but save your money. Don't get the... Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and talk about it because I'm really upset about this. This is the Revolution Creator Revolution Hydra Pigment Palette. Okay, this is the pastel one. I ordered this. It was on sale for $12, down from $15, I believe. Guys, I'm used to like cake liners, whereas this one is more of like a powder formula. Now the colors are absolutely stunning. But what happens is you take an eyeliner brush and you get it wet and then you dip into, I played with it just a little bit. You dip into it and you get you create a liner. And it's beautiful. It's beautifully pigmented. It's super, super pastel. It goes on and it looks gorgeous. But the minute it dries, it turns back into a powder. And if you even just slightly touch it, it just wipes away. I was really unimpressed with the staying power of it. And yeah, if I were to do this and like actually try to go somewhere or go out with it, I would be terrified that my eye look would just wipe away. It could be user error, but I'm pretty sure that all Hydra pigments are pretty much the same. They all work pretty much the same. I just was not impressed with the staying power with this, but I'm going to continue to play with it, and hopefully I can get it to work somehow. But the palette that we're going to be using today is, I got this Friends X Revolution. This is the We Were on a Break palette. Now, I opened this up. Of course, it came broken because... that's just my luck, and that's just the day that I'm having, but it's okay. It's a pink. I have a million pinks. I'm not super worried about it. But I opened up this palette, and I just thought instantly, wow, that is a Halloween palette. I'm not sure if this was, like, intended to be a Halloween palette or not, but I see this color and these colors in this color story, and I instantly, like, I gravitate towards the greens and the purples. You've got really beautiful, like, orange shades in here. Pumpkin patch, green witches, all things Halloween, and I just thought it was kind of perfect. So we're going to dive into this bad boy today. I've already got my eyes primed. Like I said, my face is very, very fresh. I have nothing on it except a little bit of moisturizer. And we're probably going to keep it that way because as soon as I'm done filming, I'm going to go to bed because I am tired. I already have a little bit of a transition color going on. And for that, I used this really beautiful... like toxic sludge green color. It's called Big Break. So this like neon green right here. And I just kind of like really packed that on all over my transition area. And on top of that, I have a little tiny bit of this very, very light orange shade. This is called Sofa. It's really beautiful, almost pastel, kind of like orange creamsicle orange. Really beautiful shade. Unfortunately, it's not super pigmented. I mean, it's pigmented, but it's a slightly pastel shade, so it's not going to be super vivid. So it wasn't doing quite as much as I wanted it to do, so I just went ahead and went over it with a little bit of the green. So the two colors are kind of mixing together. It looks very funky. It looks very odd, almost dead looking, which is kind of what I'm shooting for anyway, so we're going to roll with it. The next color that I'm going to go into is... what am I going to do next? Let's do that really beautiful, deep, darker orange. So I'm going to take my Dew Color 02 brush. This is just, again, kind of like a domed, fluffy blending brush. I would say this is a mid-size fluffy blending brush. This would be a large, and this would be a mid-size. So kind of perfect for crease work. And we're going to go right into this really beautiful, like deep, bright orange shade. I want to call this like macaroni and cheese. This is called Fireball. It's a really beautiful, bright orange shade. We're going to take that on the tip of this brush. And we're just going to start really packing that into the crease. I'm going to go at an upward angle so that it gets into my crease, but also slightly onto my lower transition area. I kind of want it to pop out and kind of contrast against the toxic sludge green that we've got going on. Kind of like that. I love the two colors together. This shade is absolutely beautifully pigmented. I really don't have a lot of problems with the Makeup Revolution formula. I know a lot of people say they're not the best, and though I agree that they're not the best, I don't think that they're the worst either. I can always get them to work. I'm always happy with how my eye looks turn out when I'm using them. And not only that, but their customer service is fantastic. I didn't get a chance to get a hold of customer service today about the broken shadow, but every time that I've gotten a hold of them in the past about a broken palette, they have always been so super nice about it and have always sent me a replacement. Whereas I ordered a couple of the LA Girl, and I just kind of blended that line into the green. I just used the brush that I used to put the green on. And I just kind of am softening that line between the green and the orange. I like to blend as I go. Just like that. We're going to come back to this orange shade in just a minute, but right now we're going to focus on our crease and our outer corner. What was I saying? Oh, I placed an order with Ulta, and they were like, they were helpful, but they wanted me to make sure, they wanted to make sure that I was sending like the palettes back and stuff. And like, why would I like go through the entire ordeal and the hassle and lie about some broken palettes? I was like, I'll send you pictures and all that good stuff. I just thought they make you kind of almost feel like a liar, and I didn't like that. So I'm going to go into this really beautiful purple shade now. This is called Apartment. I love the shade names. I think they're so cute. So we're going to go into this really beautiful purple shade. This is the Morphe Medicine Beer collection collab brush. I'm not sure what number it is, but it is just a pencil brush. It is a tapered pencil brush, and I'm going to use this, and I'm just going to really focus the pigment on the tip of this, and I'm going to start packing this on my outer corner. Just really tapping the pigment on. I want to make sure I get a nice opaque deposit of color. This eye look actually very, very much reminds me of the new ColourPop. I am so brain dead, guys. The ColourPop, oh my goodness, it's my favorite movie in the entire world. And I legitimately cannot think of the name right now to save my life. The Sanderson sisters. Oh my goodness. Honey, what's the name of that movie?
What movie, my love?
With the Sanderson sisters, the witches?
Practical Magic?
No.
Hocus Pocus?
Hocus Pocus. Oh my. It is literally my favorite movie, and I couldn't for the life of me remember the name of it. That's how tired I am. That's how tired I am today, guys. We're just gonna forget about that, and we're gonna keep on keeping on. I'm just taking this purple color and really just kind of distributing it through the crease. I'm going all the way to my inner corner. Really focusing that pigment nice and heavy on the outer corner. It's okay if you get it on the lid. We're going to go over it with a green shimmer. And I do have to say that the shimmers in this palette are quite spectacular. Really, really beautiful, really opaque, gorgeous colors. And it's going to cover any of the purple on our lid that we want it to. And not only that, but they'll mix together and add dimension. This is not one of those eye looks that you have to worry about being super precise with. It's really just kind of really quick, throw it on, wham bam, thank you ma'am, we're done. Kind of like that. I want to make sure that nothing looks patchy. I'm really just taking my time and building up this purple pigment. I do have a little bit of fallout down here, but we can clean that up in just a minute. It's not a big deal. I'm going to go back into the Dew Color 09, I think. 02. So the Dew Color 02. And I'm going to dip just a little bit back into that bright orange shade. And I'm going to start to kind of marry the orange and the purple together and fade and blend. Just a little bit. I love the way that the colors mix together. They kind of create their own colors, and it's so, so pretty. I love the kind of orange halo around the purple. I think it's gorge. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to clean up a little bit of this fallout down here real quick. It's always so much easier to do when you don't have base on. I am a firm believer of doing your eyes first. I'm going to dip just a little bit into this really beautiful orange shimmer now. This is called Duck. Just using the same brush that I used for the other orange pigment. And I'm just going to take that right through where we put that orange shadow, just to give it a little bit of dimension, just to bring a little bit of shimmer and playfulness to the party. Bring a little bit more fun. Very, very happy with that. I think it's super, super pretty. We'll go ahead and work on our highlight real quick. I'm just going to take this flat packing brush and I'm going to mix a couple colors. I'm going to mix this really beautiful gold color. This is called Secret Closet, and I'm going to mix that with Porsche. So two different tones of gold. This one's more orangey, and this one's more yellow. I'm just going to kind of pat into each of those shadows and really just kind of press it right under the arch of my brow. Again, it just brings a little something extra. It brings another tone to the party, brings more dimension. I think it's so, so pretty. I'm going to do same thing on my inner corner. Very happy with it. We'll go ahead and focus on our lower lash line now. For that, I'm going to use a super, super cheapy brush. This is my Shot Miss A brush. This is the AOA Studios E124. It is a small pencil brush. I'm going to take this into that really soft yellow not soft yellow, but soft orange color, almost the pastel. This is called Sofa. Starting at my inner corner, I'm just going to start brushing this color all over my under eye, flaring it out slightly, more so towards the outer corner, making sure to connect it. It's a really, really beautiful, soft color. Again, it's almost like a pastel orange creamsicle color, but it gives you just enough of that little like halo of color. That I think is really, really pretty. It is a very, very soft shade. So this is one of those shadows that you kind of have to take your time and build up. But it's worth it in the end. So now we've got that really kind of soft orange going on down there. I'm going to take a small angled brush and I'm going to go in back into that really beautiful deep purple color. And I'm going to keep this focused very, very close to my lash line. Again, connecting my outer corner. Keeping it nice and tight to my lash line. And then I'm going to go back in to that flat packing brush that we used for our highlight. And I'm just going to very gently go over everything. Really, really pretty. We're also going to do a little bit of a colored liner, which is going to help everything come together a lot. But let's focus on like the thing that's going to pull everything together. We're going to put the green on the middle of our lid. So we're going to go into this really beautiful green shimmer. This is called Tea Leaves. And we're just going to take it on our finger. Just going to get a little bit on the tip of my finger. See how pigmented that is? It is so, so beautiful. And I'm just going to start spreading that all over my eye. Taking it all the way to my inner corner. And pretty much up to my crease. And blending it in to the darker purple on the outer corner. Just like that. It is so beautiful. It is so multifaceted. I think it is gorgeous. Gorgeous, darling. Clean up under my eye. One more time. So pretty. And now let's talk about eyeliners, because eyeliner is going to bring everything together. I'm going to do a little bit of a black liquid liner on my upper lash line. This is just the Maybelline Hyper Easy. It is a brush tip liner. Super, super easy to use. just like that. Just doing a thin line on our upper lash line. That's all you need. That's really just going to make our lashes look nice and full. Kind of bring a little bit of drama to the party. For our upper waterline, I'm going to use a purple. So this is the NYX Epic Wear Liner. This is in the shade Graphic Purple. Really beautiful, kind of light purple shade. I'm going to take this all through my upper waterline. And then for the lower, I'm going to use this one. This one is a really beautiful, like bright green. This is called Emerald Cut. Again, it is a NYX Epic Wear Liner. I'm going to bring that about 3/4 of the way through my lower lash line, my lower waterline. And then for the outer third, I'm going to use this shade. I believe it is Turquoise Storm. And I'm just going to use that on the outer third of my waterline. I'm going to kind of blend the two together. It's going to give me a little bit of depth. It's going to give me a little bit more drama. It's going to bring some more moodiness to the eye look, which I think this eye look can totally handle. I think it's really, really pretty. It brings just that a little bit more, like I said, moodiness, a little bit of more depth. And mascara, and that is about it. I will talk to you about what I've got on my lips right now. I am loving this. This is the Colored Raine from Colored Raine Cosmetics. This is the liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Ivy. Such a beautiful, like, mossy green color. They are super, super matte, super long wearing, totally comfortable. I've heard a lot of people say that they're drying on the lips, but I have dry skin and I haven't had a problem with it. I mean, you do get that kind of like different lip color on the inside, but you're going to get that with any kind of lipstick, so I'm not really too worried about it. But I do think it looks stunning. I think it looks absolutely beautiful with the eye look that we have going on. I think it makes it look so interesting, kind of pulls you in. It's like, I think it's sexy in a way. I think it is so, so good. I'm so very happy with it. This is our look. Of course, I'm going to add a ton of mascara before I take my pictures. As always, I will be posting the finished pics over on my Facebook page, Makeup for the Everyday Mama. So please head on over there and check that out. Before you leave, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and maybe leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Guys, please know that I love you so, so very much. I am so thankful for your time and for your views, and I am very, very happy to have you here. Please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate that as well. And as always, stay safe, take care of yourselves, and remember, you're important. Bye.